Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB today in the arena. I am playing a deck that I am hoping will take me all the way to Mythic. I'm playing Esper Midrange, some kind of, you could also define as Esper Raffine. This is probably going to be my favorite deck and most commonly played deck all summer long. It's attacking Esper, which is definitely a little outside my comfort zone, but it's definitely the best way to play Esper at the moment. Some of you will say Esper is sullied with creatures, gross, disgusting. I will not do it, but you would be missing out. This deck draws a lot of cards and has a ton of lines available to it and does a ton of nonsense, and you can build it on so many different ways. You really can. You can put all kinds of different cards into this deck and have it function very, very well. I think the most important cards are Raffine, the Scheming Seer, and then you need some 2-drops to make Raffine attack well. I've chosen Luminarch Aspirant, Tenacious Underdog, and 2 copies of Null Priest of Oblivion, because honestly, Menace and Lifelink lets you race just about anything and attack cards like Omnixilis and get them dead. So an evasive 2-drop with Lifelink, let's go. This also took me in the direction of wanting something to get back from the graveyard later in the game when I kick it, and for the most part, I'm getting Raffine. But every now and then, maybe you want some giant monster like Sanctuary Warden, this 5/5 Angel Soldier with all this extra text. We did play it on the channel before in the Mono White video, Mono White Control Midrangey video if you didn't see it. But this card is an absolute house. It can remove +1/+1 counters, or loyalty counters, or shield counters, whatever kind of counter, to draw cards and make 1/1 citizen tokens, and it enters with 2 shield counters, so it does a lot of stuff on its own. The other card I think you never leave home without is Vanishing Verse. I still think even in a multicolor themed format, most best of 1 players aren't going to craft those cards, and while this may have more hit misses in the format than it used to, it's still an incredibly powerful and necessary card, and everybody at least has some creature lands, so you always find a target. Always. Tenacious Underdog, still good. Don't know if you've noticed. Luminarch Aspirant, still good. Don't know if you noticed that either. 2 copies of Meathook Massacre, 1 copy of Depopulate for sweepers. You can run some narrow cards in this deck because you can end up discarding them to Kaido or Raffine in the matchups where they are bad. Speaking of matchups that are bad, these cards, you need some 1-drops for those times when you're behind or trying to out-tempo your opponent, because this deck very much has a tempo-ish type slant. So I've got 2 Rays of Enfeeblement and 2 Fading Hopes. Ray actually hits all kinds of things in the meta, of course everything in the Mono White deck, but now that angels are a thing and killing the Righteous Valkyrie is a thing, this card is very important. Also, Raffine. People are catching on and crafting this mythic, and the more people craft it, the more likely you are to need to Ray of Enfeeblement a Raffine, and this is one of the most cost-efficient ways to do it. And of course, if the matchup is terrible for Ray, we can discard it to Raffine. So, then we also have 2 Fading Hope, another card that I'm not very high on, but it's coming back. One of the big reasons for that, Angels. The Angel deck does a really good job making Angel tokens with cards like Starnheim Unleashed, Thero's Retribution, Rise of the Valkyries, I think is the name of the enchantment that costs 5 mana, and of course Emiria's Call. Fading Hope takes a lot of wind out of the wings of the Angel tribe. You just bounce those, away they go. So Fading Hope making its way back into the deck primarily because Angels are very popular. 1 Obscura Charm, I think these cards are good, not great, and having one of these very, very modal cards that can maybe counter a board wipe or destroy a thing or get back a Raffine is nice, but you don't want too many. In general, you don't want too many 3-mana cards. What do you do, guys? We know the shuffler is rigged. We know if we put 4 Wandering Emperors in the deck, we're going to lose at least 1 game to drawing 4 Wandering Emperors and 1 Plains. So what do? Well, in a small format, there's not much you can do but complain. In a large format like this one, this is an 8-set standard, the most populated that standard will be, well, we don't have to run 4 Wandering Emperors anymore. We have a bunch of other good cards that we can run. So I've got 2 Wandering Emperors, I've got 2 Kaidos, I've got 2 Lulth, making the odds of getting kind of stuck with these when they're not as good or when they're uncastable much lower. Spreading out your mythics a little bit, maybe that feels good to some of you who want to play a variety of different decks. The Legion Angel should be a surprise to nobody. Been there, seen that. And in the mana base, I'm currently running 26 land. doing okay for me. 4 Rafine's Tower because they cycle, and we've got Hive of the Eye Tyrant to do some attacking. Sideboard, just Legion Angels. I'm loving this build right now. The Null Priest kind of adds, along with the Warden, another level of grindiness to go over the top of similar mid-range decks, but it can also race the aggro decks really effectively if they don't kill it. It can attack Ob all day. It's really, I think that I've got a good spread of different spells that work well in this deck. Some of you might not enjoy the Ray and the Fading Hope. You can take those out if you really want to try Blood Cheese Thirst. You can do that. I wanted more instant speed. I wanted more versatility and just heavy hitters for the right matchups. So anyway, we're gonna go try to get to Mythic. Let's dive in. Blue Gamer learns to attack. Let this nonsense begin. Opponent goes first. The most dreaded words in Magic the Gathering. All right, at least in best of one standard. I can't think, well, maybe it's scarier in other like even older, meaner formats like historic. I guess we have Obscura Charm next turn if they play Righteous Valkyrie, so let's just kill it. I'm sure they have another one. They always do. When I play the deck, I can't have turn 2 Giada, but my opponents usually have 2 to 3 turn 2 Giadas. That's just Magic the Gathering, right? Right? Right. Classic. Here you try to hold the Fading Hopes to hit the Angel tokens. But if they play a Righteous Valkyrie now, and then proceed to play 3 or 4 Angels after it, we just got, you know? What were we gonna do? I hate this. I freaking hate Magic right now. Can't lie anymore. It's just the truth. I hate it. But we fight anyway. We continue. We fight the good fight for the fans. We'll keep that because then we can play Sanctuary Warden. Oh, at least they know that they're supposed to play Aspirant. Reach up.
I will get what I want.
Maybe Sanctuary Warden can still try to take over the game. We have to push damage on them at some point, or they're going to make everything too big with the Valkyrie, or we have to draw another removal spell. But man, is this deck garbage. Angels, baby. It's not garbage. It's just really frustrating when you're playing creatures against it. Yeah. Block.
Do
all right.
what I demand.
0 draw. Make it good. I've seen better. Well, I've got an angel at least. Let's hope that the opponent doesn't have more of them.
You've guaranteed an early death.
If I put a counter here and attack, the opponent has to block, right? And if they do, we can trade with the Valkyrie. At least get one of these dead. I guess that's not particularly great. And we've got a shield counter on this. We can make some blocks. If they attack with the Righteous Valkyrie, we'll get them. I guess I have to worry about Vanishing Verse here. That's got to be a big concern. But if they Vanishing Verse this, I don't think I can win. Yeah, how perfect can their draw be where they also have a removal spell in this spot? I mean, that's annoying. They have 27 life now, so they're feeling good. But we do have a Sanctuary Warden that is more than capable of rumbling. Shield counter and all. And we have a 1/1 we can sacrifice if an angel dies. So let's see what they choose to do. If they attack with that Valkyrie, I'm going to kill it. Interesting. I have to deal damage to them next turn. The Menace Spider plus the Sanctuary Warden attacking is the best way to do it. So I guess we block here.
A setback. Nothing more.
If they block with everything, we can take out their Valkyrie if we can get this to how much? We also have to attack with the 1/1. That's doable, though. Yep, somebody's gonna hit. Double block the Warden. It still has a shield counter, so that is fine. Nice. Okay, we even hit a Ray. That's a big hit. 3 cards. I won't hold up Verse this turn. Meat Hook could still be important. Try to grind him out. What you got? Two blocks on the Spider, huh? Okay. Think we let the Spider die? 5. If I shrink this, it's still enough to kill it. If I kill this? Then I still have a 1/1 to sack. Eh. Think this is fine. Make him do something else. We're still at 19. Cool, cycle. Love it. No cheap angel? Attack with everything? Nope. Just that. Okay. Nothing here I want to sacrifice very much, but they're starting to play defense. The big one. So we could bring back an underdog and have something to sack when we cast Ray on this 4/4, but I'll just make a 1/1. We have a +1/+1 counter to remove. Keep the shield. Shield important. All right, you go. Should be a land, but man, these counters are helpful. Like right now, the opponent can block with the Youthful, and we don't love that. Right now we can flash in Emperor. We can't. We don't have the double white. Cringe. Okay. Let's see how they block. Remember Rampage. Okay, that eats a shield counter, and we sacrifice our 1/1. Wonder if they remembered the shield counter, you know? Next turn we can probably do something like bring back an underdog and sacrifice that. Oh my. Oh my, they had to draw Legion Angel. That's strong. That is strong, but Sanctuary Warden is just going to work here. What a mighty one of. That's a Starnheim Unleashed almost certainly. So this Meat Hook Massacre could still matter. This is 8. They double block Rafine. I guess I'm pretty happy. Where's the +1/+1 counter coming from? Probably the Rafine, to be honest. Alright. Tough calls. It's getting really tricky here. I mean, this hook might need to save me from Starnheim, so I guess we'll keep that. How many cards? 3. Okay. I had it right the first time. 6, 9. Nice. I mean, I'm proud of me. What? Those die, underdog, and 1/1 can be sacrificed. Hold. Might have to wipe the board a little bit. Okay. Always another Righteous Valkyrie in the house, right? Okay, they go to 14. That's a good draw. Have you had enough pain? Oh. Who wants to go swole? How about you? You seem fun. Remove a counter. Not the 6 from the 9. All right, how about you? 1, 2. Wandering Emperor is still like never actually going to happen. 3. We'll go 4. We'll just go max damage here. Alright, got there. Angels destroyed. We feast on that halo. On that, we drink that sweet angel juice. Alright, on the play, but no 2-drop. And a 6-drop. Ugh. I'm gonna keep it. At least we have some early plays if they come out guns blazing, but I don't love it. This is definitely closer to a control hand. No Rafine, no Aspirant, no Underdog, no tempo. Okay, it's gonna be that way. Let's see if they play a... I guess if they play a Righteous Valkyrie, right? It comes in with a counter, and the Ray doesn't work. I guess we can bounce it, though. I don't have double black for a hook either way. I still think I stare down the Giada and try to answer other things. Youthful. So it comes in as a 2/4. See what we can find. Kaito. With only 1 black, it's a pretty awkward draw. But can try to help fix our deck a little bit. So we'll go like this and have it under no pressure. Ninja!
You'll never see me. It's like your defenses aren't even there.
We do want to try to keep hitting lands. So Sanctuary Warden can try to rumble with these angels. Giada comes down. Is there another 2-mana Angel? Not here. Probably a Vanishing Verse then. They should probably cast it. Okay, there you go.
Thanks. I'll be taking that.
Kind of the card we needed, isn't it? And I can hook this thing. The problem with that is we don't have something for the follow-up, and I think I'd rather keep Sanctuary Warden and Wandering Emperor because they're 2 cards in 1, so we're actually discarding a Vanishing Verse, which is super awkward. But whatever. Hive. Yuck. Mana open. Interesting.
I know something you.
Well, if they have Vanishing Verse, it's pretty bad for us. Though we probably remove the counter from the Warden. Ooh, Takenuma, nice. Okay, that's not very efficient. But they did dodge 3 land, so they've got to feel kind of good about that. But who's the Angel Gamer now? We have the Greater Angel. Your Angel insignificant. Anybody else think of Neon Genesis Evangelion with angels? I guess I'll pull from Kaito here.
Bad for your mentor if that's your attack.
Roar! Okay. Draw. Lol.
Now this is a juicy secret.
That's a banger. That is a banger. Do we play the Lulth or do we hold the Wandering Emperor and try to exile the Valkyrie? It would save the Kaito, and it would get their youthful Valkyrie off the field. I think we're better off with Lulth, though.
Aren't I generous?
Let's go, squad. Amiria's Call. Well, that's strong. You want one of my spiders, eh? Okay.
I will come.
6/6. Still has a shield counter. And we can attack with these. They're on the ground. If the opponent blocks them, it powers up Lulth. Alright, remove from what? From the Kaito. Ooh, verse. Ooh, that's good. They're gonna take it all. They fall to 6. 6 is not much. Woof.
There's no secret I can't uncover.
Oh yes, I know the knowledge you seek.
White, white, black, white. Okay. Let's see how they want to play this turn at 6 life. They need to find a way to gain something. They play another Amiria's Call. Okay, but it doesn't add indestructibility to these. It just pumps the youthful. Doesn't do anything else. So hold. Patience, patience, patience. I'm sure they want to attack the Planeswalkers. Not sure they can get away with it. Six life? Mihawk Massacre on the field? Tenacious Underdog in the graveyard? Face is the place? Question mark? It's 18. They're hoping I just take it? That was easy. just show them the Wandering Emperor. A humble giant, you say? We will add to the humbling. We will bring them down with a tenacious underdog. What a perfect rival for a tenacious underdog to fight. A giant. Seagate Reborn. Our opponent goes big. Kind of deck I could probably appreciate. Ledger Shredder? Maybe I can't appreciate this. Maybe it's too much. Alright. Let's apply the pressure. Their life total will start falling very quickly. So how are they going to double spell me, I wonder? Light Scribe. Okay. They're going to be very aggressive as well, but they don't have anything here. Interesting. Send a message. Knock him down to 10, and then next turn potentially attack for lethal. Wings of the Cosmos. This will be a 3/5. Let's see what they do. 3/7. Beefy.
Feel the energy of battle. We've got the edge in this.
Interesting fight. Let's see what they do this turn, if they can kill the Wandering Emperor or not. And what power and toughness it leaves the Ledger Shredder at. It seems like this deck should be good against us. They should be able to take us out with decent draw. Ooh, take 3. They connive off a Delver after taking 3. Okay. Meat Hook is starting to look really fun. Is that the best you can do?
Should be scared.
Oh, okay. We can go after the Ledger Shredder and get an idea of what's cooking. Actually, let's do a priority check and send in the Luminarch first. Oh, priority checks out. They have something. Down to 9.
I'm never
Make 'em
done
play it.
for good.
I was really, honestly, hoping it was something else. I was hoping it was a Fading Hope. Heh, get it, Hope. Alright. They have to go for 3. Still pretty good. What? Okay, 3/5 is acceptable. 23/25? What was I just looking at? What just happened? Another land, and they scoop them up. Okay. Whew, I don't know what was going on there, but it scared me. 1 win from Mythic. Alright. No black. Can we keep a no black hand from this position? Fading Hope? Fading Hope might scry us into it. And even then, is our hand actually good? It's not bad, but is it good even if we draw the black? Okay. This is a lot better. I'm not sure what to put away, though. On the draw, I think Kaito's a bit worse, but we need card advantage of some kind. I think I'm going to be risky and just plan to draw the land on the draw here. That is not a land. It's a very expensive Spider Queen. And that is a land. Easy. Never didn't have it. Mana is open for the opponent. Playing Kaido and minusing it dies to like a Prismari command feels bad. I'm going to try for a Rafine first. Pretty hard card to interact with. And the opponent's got nothing here. And they got nothing here. Safe discard on the Ray. They didn't have Jwari Disruption last turn, so this should be fine.
Get in.
I have a feeling it would get Prismari commanded, so let's use the plus. And we are on the move. We've got both of our Lulths. That should put a lot of pressure on the opponent. Okay, the opponent's just stuck on 3 mana. It makes me wonder, what were they keeping? What were they keeping? Reactive Vanishing Burst can go. The damage is starting to add up. The cards are starting to pile up.
I know something you don't know.
Resolves. I still think they have some kind of spot removal spell.
Darkness will swallow.
Maybe even a sweeper. It's time to make them have it, though.
Subservience will be
very tempting to zero the Lulth there. Okay, they still haven't cast a spell. Opponent. A meat hook for 1. Sure.
Why aren't I the generous one?
They're tapped out, so let's get an extra poke in with the Hive. Keep moving up.
What do we have here?
7 cards acquired. The 1 depopulate. A 4th land for the opponent. Is it too late, or do I get Mythic? The amount of time our opponent has spent doing nothing makes me feel pretty weird about this game. Can't lie. But you take them where you can get them. I would like a Tenacious Underdog. Eh? Luminarch Gas Pirate. Rope comes out. Rafine finally gets the brutal treatment it probably should have had a while ago. Before the Connive trigger can go on the stack.
Slay our enemies.
Drop to 5. The Massacre will help, though.
A gift in exchange.
Now this is a juicy secret.
My will cannot be denied.
Alright, Crixus, do something. Strangle Wolf. Okay.
I'm sure you'll miss me.
Kinda looks like she's getting strangled there, huh? Backup meat hook, okay.
Serious counter. What's the matter? Feeling overwhelmed?
Don't know if it matters what we exile. Should probably have been a spell because of Bloodthirsty Adversary, right? Or it's just 1 card here. Fetch up a underdog. See how you doing. Probably should have discarded Depopulate, to be real. I'm getting sloppy. I feel weird against an opponent who hasn't played much. Like, obviously they're trying to be a control deck. Maybe they're a Shadow's Verdict player? Oh, we're going in for big score. Galvanic Iteration. Alright, I've identified. They're like Galvanic Iteration Invoke Despair gamer, aren't they? You're not fooling me anymore. It's a lot of damage. How would you like to prevent it all? If they survive this turn, then they deserve it, probably. Mythic! That's a mic drop. Easy. The Fist. Number 846. We're coming in at 512. So, a pretty good entry point. Shows we've been doing something right during the climb. Hand is great. Another Rafine's Tower Appreciator. Maybe I'm supposed to leave up Ray there. Okay, Youthful. I think I have to be ready to answer Righteous Valkyrie. That's the card that runs away with the game, right? So let's get this down. Let's save Ray for Righteous Valkyrie. This card isn't going to matter much being on the ground. Limvala's a pain as well. No trades offered. Interesting. Interesting. They want to be defensive. They want to be defensive.
With the right tools, I can do anything. I got someone on the inside.
Well, unblockability makes that hard. So, that's our new plan. Unblockable Ninja, apply pressure. Metropolis Angel? Whenever you attack with one or more creatures with counters on them, draw a card? That's BS. What? That's cheating. That's cheating. You're disqualified. Alright. So, Wandering Emperor. Wandering Emperor is interesting here. Let's see if the opponent wants to trade either of these. Fading Hope's a good one. Alright, how do we play this? How do we play this? We're going to want a flurry of spells next turn, but we probably want Wandering Emperor this turn to keep the pressure on, take one of these angels off the field. Hexproof or Indestructible is pretty frustrating. Trigger? Hello? You're an angel? Oh, okay. 2 ETBs, opponent trying to figure out how to stack them. Got it. Alright, Fist. The Fist of the Angel. What you doing? Ooh. Giving me an option. Do you think they'll give up the Limvala? I bet they will. Not exactly what I planned to do. Wrong button. That's what that was. But I guess we're gonna race.
The fun just started.
And I guess it does play around their nonsense, huh? Okay, good draw. White, black, yep. How do I get rid of this Limvala? They probably won't block. They probably think they can win. Six life. So they sack this, then I ray thing. They're way behind. Okay. Maybe they'll let... Maybe they won't use Limvala here. Oh, they do. Okay, so now we're at 12. And we have instant speed interaction. This is where the cheap spells really come in handy. Another Legion, sure. No attacks. Okay. Let's get the Limvala spent. In response, they sack. Okay. Bounce. Scoop them up. Okay, I guess they don't have a Vanishing Verse. We were going to have to do a lot of analysis on that one, but we got the W. The angels continued to fall to our Esper Wrath. I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll keep it and try to kill absolutely everything the opponent plays and pretend there are no creatures in our deck at all. Fun. Can you not with the wings? It's just... I think we're all over the wings now. Foretell, huh? It's gonna be one of those kind of games? Still no second black. Hey, second black. So, do we set up the Wandering Emperor here? Or do we set up Lulth for the following turn? I think Lulth for the following turn is fine. Wandering Emperor has nothing to really do right now, and I don't want to give away that I have it. Big Score Gamer. Fire. Okay, Velomachus Jin-Gitaxias. This will be fun. Invoke Justice much? Return upon the tide, Jin-Gitaxias. Alright, let's see. We can Vanishing Verse it after we get our Ray countered, but we can't do it now. Let's try to save the Fading Hope for the Velomachus. Also, this doesn't counter a Planeswalker, so if the opponent attacks me, I'll Wandering Emperor them, I guess. Right now, if they duplicate an Invoke Justice, it doesn't really do anything. Maybe we do just see if we can Wandering Emperor it. It's a little greedy, because they might have some value play here that they get to copy. They foretell. Okay. All right, first obstacle overcome. So Velomachus, we just need one little Fading Hope to mess that up. If I play Lulth, there's a chance I'm not going to have that.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Let's not let them try to fix their hand with that. And we could use the Fading Hope on this token, but I think the Meat Hook Massacre is perfect for the job. Sanctuary Warden. Again, we would love to wait till we have another mana.
May your blade strike true.
They're holding. That or this is a Doomscar that they're being sneaky with. Okay, well, we're gonna get to play the Warden. Let's see if they do anything about this Samurai buddy here.
Strike fast and strike hard.
Raw! Coming in huge. Let's remove one of the shield counters because the opponent might have Vanishing Verse or some way to exile the Warden. Burn down the house. Okay.
I'm never done for good.
Underdog. I wonder what they got here. I mean, I'm removing it. I want a card and a 1/1. Down to 7. Opponent falls to 6. Sanctuary Warding. Big flying monsters go in the distance. Depopulate. I draw. Multicolored Citizen, LOL. You fall to 3. You die to an underdog. Let's see it. You got a way out? Is it a trap? Got him. So, Aspire at Underdog, Wandering Emperor, on the draw, good mana. We're keeping. Hands like this, though, man. Hands like this. The opponent's draw is good enough, they just run you over. That is the insurance policy you love to see, though. Don't really want to try to block with mine. So, let's play our underdog. I'll offer you that trade. Are they a Rafine gamer? Not yet. Nice. Coming out swinging, aren't they? Okay, well, now blocking this becomes pretty bad. But I think I'll put this out here anyway. Maybe we'll block and end up casting Depopulate or Wandering Emperor. Alright, depopulation seems inevitable. Look at him go. They say go. So probably about to lulth or do something ridiculous. Let's start over, but without you having too many ass pirates in play. Ooh. Wandering Emperor? Probably. Nope.
I will show you what happens.
Probably a vanishing verse, but we got some creatures to attack maybe. And we gotta get the verse out of them so our underdog can do some damage.
I return to the abyss. Do what I demand.
Alright, can we turn this game around? They are Esper. You were Esper the whole time. Alright, now it's our turn to turn up the heat. Yeah, those have menace. You're gonna have to chump, Rafine. Alright, drop them to 12. We get a card draw. Our +1/+1 counter goes to waste. Can't resist a little conniving, can they? Negate to the graveyard. That's a scary card. And no other play. Well, we definitely want to get the Hive down. Probably some combination of Wandering Emperor, Fading Hope. Alright, the pressure is real here. We've got a 2-turn clock. Theirs is more like 3. Wandering Emperor. What do they do with it?
Feel the energy of battle, and guide it like water.
Okay.
You're done. I hope you're ready to lose.
Get that out of here.
I am almost sad to see you go.
And let's hope they power up their Cave of the Frost Dragon to go after our Wandering Emperor and play right into this Fading Hope. It looks safe. Then again, they might want to, you know, they might want a battlefield presence. Exile all everythings. Brutal. Could have tried to save our Luminarch, but I don't think that's worth it here.
I'll be back. We must protect the people.
Hold it. Patience. Patience, patience, patience.
We've got the edge in this fight.
It's a very large, menacing Hive. Down to 6. What now? How will you stay alive against the Hive if you attack? I mean, this is Vigilant. What's going where? This is going face. Might have a March. Let's save the Wandering Emperor. Alright, priority check, nothing. Game. Esper superiority. And we are back for the post-game wrap, checking the stats powered by MTGA Assistant. MTGA Assistant. This is the new companion app. I was with Untapped for a long time. Now I'm with MTG Assistant. And you can check the download link in the description. It does support the channel, helps me out a lot. If you haven't tried it, please do. You get access to all kinds of statistics for every single deck and all the times that you play, including what we're going to check out right now. Pwah! This is my third version of Esper Midrange because I'm really enjoying it. We have 7 wins and 2 losses, 77% win rate. On the play, we were only on the play 3 times. We were on the draw 6 times. Go figure. But that's okay, because this deck's strong enough to win games on the draw, which is more than I can say for a lot of decks in Standard right now. It's a tough Standard meta out there, guys. And this deck is holding up really well, competing with the elite, best of the best, particularly Angels. When you see the Esper down there, I think there was another Esper midrange, but several decks are Angels now. There's a lot of them in the meta, and the best way to fight Angels is with decks that actually do run a good amount of removal so that you can take out those Righteous Valkyries before they run away with the game and keep Giada on turn 2 off balance. Yep. I think that Esper is some kind of tier 1. I think there's a ton of ways to build it. I do not recommend something along the lines of Memory Deluge and Hullbreaker Horror and Shadow's Verdict. I will probably play that at some point, but I don't recommend it. If you're going to play the deck, I think 100% you want to be in on Rafine. You want a good 2-drop into Rafine as kind of your really powerful curve that the opponent must answer, and then if they answer that, it gives you time and space to deploy your Planeswalkers, make them deal with that. You have the most versatile answers in the meta with Vanishing Verse and some Fading Hopes and Ray of Enfeeblements to keep them off balance, sweepers in the Meat Hook Massacre that are very, very stable, and the best Planeswalker suite, as well as the ever resilient Tenacious Underdog and the ever growing Luminarch Aspirant. It's really a hell of a build. So I strongly recommend some of you who are usually into control, if you want to hit Mythic and then try to figure control out, maybe try some Esper Midrange. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. You're cool.